Let's look at some YouTube news, huh? Well, YouTube news. He's the news guy today. He's covering some relevant drama, but it's not really drama. It's just assault. Ha, classic. More assaults. Assault's really in right now. I don't know why. Assault in the creator space just seems to be popular. One of the fitness space's most beloved creators got assaulted yesterday. And this guy's sick, dude. I love this guy. It's a shame. We're talking about Jeff Nippard, baby. Sick name, too. This dropped yesterday.
Damn.
That's all we got. There's not more footage of it, but we got some people talking about it. We got some response stuff. Jeff Nippard is beloved, dude. I mean, this guy really is the best. I've watched a lot of his videos. He's just a lovable fitness guy who does science-based fitness. That's his whole thing. He's super easygoing, at least through content. He's just like someone that I can't see doing anything wrong, you know? We don't have a lot of information about this, but we have a lot of witnesses at least claiming to see this. And, you know, Jim apparently has security footage that Jeff Nippard saying they can go ahead and release because he's confident. But there's really no proof that Jeff did anything that warranted this guy just throat punching him with his open hand, which, you know, if you go fast enough, that is a throat punch, you know? So that's the assault. So who's Jeff Nippard? I love this guy. He's great. I'm sure you've probably seen a TikTok from him before, like even if you aren't into fitness stuff. And he does stuff like this, science-based fitness while just being super approachable. He helps people who watch him like feel comfortable in the gym because he's just like self-described nerdy guy. And that's awesome. Nerdy, jacked guy. Nerdy, jacked, huge guy. Did I say he's jacked?
What's the least amount of work you can do and still make gains? Most people do 3 sets per exercise, but what if you only did 2 sets? Would you make half the gains? Or what if you only did 1 set? Would you make any gains at all? Well, there's science to answer this. For strength, just 1 heavy set done 2 to 3 times per week will build strength in most people. Here's a study showing that. For health, it's even less. Just 1 hour of lifting per week is enough to reduce risk of death.
I'm going to stop it there because I don't want you guys getting more advice than me. So you're going to try to outlift me and try to get stronger than me. So I got to stop your information gathering there. But you can see basically what he does is just literally science-based advice. He'll throw a study at you and give you some advice for lifting. It's very informative, very easy to digest. Love this guy. So what could possibly get him assaulted? And it's the lamest shit ever. There's just not enough here to even warrant a physical confrontation. It's bizarre. So that's Jeff Nippard. And then the guy who gets him is Mike Van Wick, who, I feel like this says all you need to know about him, is a fitness guy who used to be a bodyguard for Drake. He was a bodyguard for Drake for like 5-6 years, who calls Drake family after leaving him sweat-drenched at the gym. I think he helped him for some personal training stuff too, but that's what he's known for. And he's on some podcast that people in the fitness space apparently watch. This kind of gives him a little bad vibes here, you know? I feel like you're bodyguard for Drake. I feel like you've seen some stuff. All right, so what could have possibly started this? All right, well, Mike Van Wick has a bit of a problem with science-based lifting. I don't know why. It's a strange beef to have, but he hates science-based lifting. It's just his thing. Apparently he's made comments about it before, but here's an Instagram reel he dropped recently talking about it.
We all know the science-based guys. Any top 3 you choose. Tell me if you would describe their physique as excellent, average, or mediocre. And where would you put them in that? I guarantee it's not in excellent. It's somewhere in the middle, right? Science guys really need to answer this question before anything. Why is it that you remain so mediocre, yet you know so much? Because if I knew a lot of shit, I would be very well versed and good at that topic, right? Like say I was some financial wizard. I knew how to like read the stock market and I'm like, I can see investments and like I can see what businesses are going to succeed. I'd be fucking rich, right? People would be like, yeah, he's a fucking genius because like look at him, he applied it and it fucking worked. Bodybuilding, you can be like this big or this short in some cases, maybe this short in other cases. It's always short though, no taller than Bassett.
A little dig at Jeff Nippard's height too. Don't like that. I don't know. It's just a weird beef to have. It comes only from ego. You can already see comments. You're assaulting him only proves he was right. You're cooked, buddy. Pack it up. It's just a weird issue to have. He just doesn't like science-based lifting, which whatever. Like if you got huge doing your own thing, that's cool. But you're really going to be like, science is wrong based on the fact that the people that employ those science-based tactics are smaller than you. That's all it takes. That's a fallacy, I believe. I believe that's a logical fallacy, actually.
An expert on muscle, but you don't have any. And if you do have any, it's not that well put together and there's a lot of like holes in the physique and you've prided yourself on being strong strong, fucking little, but I'm strong. Fucking stronger than you, dude. It's like, strong doesn't matter. You still are trying to squat 6 plates. I'm not squatting 6 plates. My legs are still bigger than yours. Sadly, you do need to apply what it is that you know for people to trust you. But they got these fucking nerds or these fucking dorks.
It's a weird picture to throw in there of AI Albert Einstein Jack. These fucking nerds. Why do we care, dude? It's a fitness space, all right? It's like the only good advice you can actually trust. It's science-based advice. It's wickedly accessible, and it has a reason to be backed up. You can do your own stuff still. No one's saying you're not still big, meaty, and strong. I'm not taking that away from you. It's just bizarre. But like, this is whatever. You want to make a video on the internet talking about it? That's all right. You could do that. Literally, it's just this and one other video and then assault. It's literally just that. There's nothing else to go on.
And they come in like fucking last. There's a lot of scammers, if you guys know, in like the day trading world. Anyone who's a day trader or a fucking Bitcoin guy, fucking buying and selling Ethereum or whatever and all this shit, and like they're day traders sitting in front of things and they're like gonna guess the trends. Those guys are all fucking bullshit artists, guys. Run from them. Those guys are the guys I'm talking about in the fitness world.
See, that's such a weird relation too, to think that people that are doing day trading and like Forex scam courses and stuff are the same people that are using basic scientific anatomy and physiology to tell you how to lift correctly. I think it's wickedly different. We're talking about the human body. That thing that we've been studying for, I don't know, centuries? I don't know, thousands of years? Like, it's just not comparable. It's just not. But okay. This guy hates nerds. Long story short, this guy wants to beat the fuck out of nerds. And he did. But not after Jeff released his stitch to that video. So let's check out Jeff's response that pissed this guy the fuck off.
We all know the science-based guys. Science guys really need to answer this question before anything. Why is it that you remain so mediocre, yet you know so much?
I know I don't need to respond to this, but since he asked, using science-based training, I won Natural Bodybuilding Nationals. I earned my pro card on the most competitive stage.
And even then, dude, the guy that he's clearly talking about, he doesn't say his name, but you know he's talking about Jeff Nippard. Like, this is the science-based guy. The guy's fucking huge. Like, yeah, he's not as big as you. He's also 5'6", you know? And he, you know, has competed, looks great, you know? Yeah, he doesn't have his IFBB card or whatever. Who cares? It's not like when people say, like, oh, I can't take your advice for health because you're fat. Even if you give them, like, an objective truth, like sugar's bad for you. You're like, I can't trust you, you're fat. I at least get why an idiot would think that. But in this case, they're both fucking jacked. So like, if you're telling me both guys give me an opinion and one says it's science-based, I'm still gonna incline to believe the science-based guy because he's also jacked.
I placed second in my first bodybuilding pro show, and while doing this, I set the Canadian record on the bench press, and I set a provincial record on the squat. I currently weigh 180 pounds at 5'5" tall, which is pretty close to my natural limit given my height and my genetics. That's all besides the point though, because facts are facts. Information is either right or wrong. It doesn't matter who that information is coming from. If the people with the best physiques had the most knowledge, why would C-Bum need a coach? He has the best physique on the planet. Who could possibly know more than him?
And that's how you do anecdotes correctly. You don't say, because I'm bigger than you, my information's more correct. You use anecdotes as a way to prove that your information's correct. Why does C-Bum, the biggest dude in the world, have a coach that's smaller than him? Probably because that coach knows a thing or two that he doesn't. But he has a genetic peak that's just a lot higher for what he can achieve with steroids. No.
Is that bodybuilding success comes from great genetics and really hard training, and if you want to make it in the IFBB, steroid use. I like science.
There you go.
Makes me more confident.
If he says it, I guess we're cool, you know?
Actually works and what doesn't, because it isolates variables. If you trust a big guy's advice over scientific studies, that doesn't bother me. I listen to what big guys have to say too.
So nice. Is this even like a clapback video? Because I would have gone harder. You know, it's like, it's so nice. He stitches it, reacts to it, and he gives his opinion. And then he says, and you know, I still listen to big guys too. Whatever. That's literally all we have to go off of. And then it was straight up assault from there. Like, that's it. This is the assault.
Damn.
Straight, dude, I mean, like how fast he brings his hand to his neck too. And what you do got to notice here too, not to be like the guy that's like, he could have killed him. He could have killed him. He could have very easily killed him, dude. There's a rack right here with these spikes that shoot out behind it. If he fell the wrong way here, dude's head's getting split open. Getting split open, Adam from Claim to Fame season 3 style. And it's just like kind of pathetic, I don't know. He's huge. Like, yeah, you proved your point, I guess, that you being way bigger than him could assault him faster. This is the guy you're going to fight out of all people, the guy who's half your size. Okay, so this video got leaked. Jeff's cameraman filmed it, and it got leaked to a bunch of other fitness influencers in the space. Everyone took Jeff's side. I mean, there's still no response from Mike. I don't know what he could respond with. Apparently, there's tons of witnesses. Jeff's like, fuck it, show the gym security footage. I mean, there's just a lot of gym industry people that are just like, we've seen the footage. He also leaked the footage to other people. Like, we've seen the footage. He's telling the truth.
Quick update on the situation of Jeff getting attacked by Big Mike Van Wick. To answer a few of your questions, you're asking for the original video. This is the original video. I am the first one to post about this. Second, this was not staged, not in any regard. Third, this is not the only assault that happened. I have confirmed with witnesses that there was more. Unfortunately, I do not have access to that footage, but Mike went on to continue to assault him. People who know Jeff know that he is a very kind and genuine man. Mike was completely out of line, and I don't see a case where he doesn't get heavily sued for this.
This shit's just embarrassing, dude. These are influencers, you know? Like, it's not just like a random meathead attacking another meathead. Like, these are guys that have hundreds of thousands of followers. This is the same thing as if I was to just, I don't know, RKO Gabby Bell, just straight up just grab her by the neck and just suplex her, you know? Front page news. You know, they have followings. Like, it's just embarrassing. And more embarrassing even is that the bald guy, Mike, who does the assault, is born in 1980, so he's 44. And Jeff was born in 1990, so he's 34. So even more embarrassing is the guy's just 10 years older than him. Like, he should be the more mature one here. Not that you can't be old and make mistakes. I'm not trying to be ageist here. I'm just saying he's more old than Jeff. You know, it's embarrassing that he's the one doing it. All right, so let's look at Jeff's update. He's good. He got a C scan. He just posted on Instagram, I believe yesterday. If you've seen the video by now, I want to clarify the incident first. I just want to give an update that I got a CT scan done and I'm okay. CT scan, not C scan. What am I, an idiot? Whoops. In case you didn't see it, this is exactly what happened, and there were many witnesses. Mike Van Wick jabbed me in the throat twice in the middle of the gym and then shoved my cameraman. So we only saw the first one, but apparently he does it again and shoves cameraman. There's already a lie going around that Mike asked me to stay away from him and that I didn't listen and approach him first. This is false. And Pure Muscle and Fitness, that's like the bodybuilding gym they're at, has security footage to prove it. I think they should release it. It's exactly what happened. As I was filming bicep curls for our YouTube short, Mike brushed by me and said, "Sup." This was our first engagement that day. I chuckled. Mike said, "Oh, things are about to get real funny," as he walked past me. And then I asked him, "What do you mean by that?" And I made sure my cameraman was filming in case he tried any funny business. And he walked back toward me. He said, "Turn the camera off," and immediately jabbed me in the throat and I fell onto the floor. Pure Muscle and Fitness, the gym, allows filming, by the way. I stood back up and he told me to never talk about him again. Then he jabbed me in the throat a second time. Then he turned to my videographer and pushed him against a cable machine. Then he walked away. That is the full story, and there is gym security footage to prove it. It's up to the gym if they want to release it. As of now, Pure Muscle and Fitness is still allowing Mike to train clients at the gym. I also want to say I really appreciate the outpouring of support from the community and from other gym members. It's honestly making the situation a lot easier to deal with for me, so thank you all so much. I don't know why he attacked me other than he really hates my training style. Like, how stupid is that fucking shit? This guy hates science so much that he's gonna fucking attack a dude. That is so lame. I certainly gave him absolutely no reason to hate me, and even if I did, there's no excuse to physically attack someone over a disagreement. My opinion is that it was a result of anger brought on by a clip I posted yesterday responding to his question about science-based training. Pretty wild stuff. Absolutely is. Well, good news, at least some repercussions immediately, is that gym, Pure Muscle and Fitness, did ban him. So I guess that's cool. At Pure Muscle plus Fitness, we have a strict zero tolerance policy for violence and bullying. We're deeply saddened by the recent incident involving unacceptable behavior by a member. This individual is not employed by or formally associated with our gym. Yeah, he's just a guy that goes there and trains people. We have permanently removed their access to our facility, including any privileges, to train clients, yada. Yeah, all right, so he got banned. That's cool. All right, some repercussions. Nice. I hope Jeff sues the fuck out of him. I do feel like the guy is just going to get beat the shit out of soon. I feel like people will assault him back because the entire gym community, if there's one community you don't want angry at you, it's probably the fitness community, because they will beat the fuck out of you. A lot of them are bigger than you, you know? That's just how it goes. So like if you go to literally any of Mike's posts, it's just all the comments are just ripping into him. Love to see it. I think he's posted this one yesterday. "Come push me, bro. You're a big scary guy," right? 58,000 likes, and I guess it's just like another training guy. Yeah, it's like yeah, the biggest fucking dude ever. Like all the gym guys are just like, yeah, let's fucking do it, you know? We're talking about the right way to press. Jeff about to show you the scientific way to press charges. How many sets of this until I'm optimal at assaulting people in the gym? And everyone's talking about he's doing steroids and stuff. I mean, obviously, you know, probably a roid rage, I'm guessing. I guess to be fair, we have no response from him yet. I don't know what could be that makes this okay, but You know, last thing we'll look at is his buddy. He's on a podcast. This is like a podcast that I guess he's known for in the space. And I don't know. I thought it was just kind of weird talking about whether he's going to remove him from his podcast after this or not. This is from another YouTuber who is a fitness guy, I think. I don't really know him. Nick's Strength and Power. He just compiled some stuff too. Very helpful for me as well.
Because I think most people in this community and in this industry are pretty rational, level-headed, smart people. A regular rational person doesn't see a disagreement about a diet.
These are all fitness guys. Brody Shreds, Zeigler Monster. These are all fitness guys that are just, you do not want angry at you, dude. You don't want this community angry at you.
Now, on the other side of this coin, I wanted to show this video that Fuad posted. As I said, Mike.
So this is the guy's podcast host, the guy who assaulted Jeff. He does a podcast with this guy. This guy runs the podcast, and this is him responding to whether he's going to kick him off or not.
Regular host on Fuad's podcast, because I also liked what Fuad's perspective on this situation was, being a friend of Mike's in real life, outside of the internet. And I kind of agree with Fuad's perspective here.
I disagree with Fuad's perspective.
I love how people complain about cancel culture and how bad it is. And then once something they don't agree with happens, they quickly jump to cancellation. Anybody out there who's messaging me because they think I'm going to kick Mike off the podcast because of whatever happened between him and Jeff, please don't message me anymore. Please don't comment to me anymore about it. Mike will be on the podcast as long as he wants to be. Mike will be my friend forever. And anybody who ditches a friend because something bad happened to them or they're in some type of turmoil is a fucking asshole. And that's not who I am. So whatever Mike is dealing with, I'm there to support him and help him deal with it. Whether he's right or wrong doesn't matter to me. He's still going to be my friend, and he's still going to be on the podcast as my friend whenever he feels like it. So that's just my statement, and whoever doesn't agree with it, too bad.
Oh, too bad, I guess.
Fuad's perspective is basically he doesn't believe in cancel culture, and he says, look, I mean, when your friend, your real friend, makes a mistake, you don't turn your back on them. You don't just ditch them and stop associating with them. You try to help them. And so I like Fuad's perspective on this too. I thought it was really, again, kind of a rational level.
No, I don't think it's
perspective. And I don't think that Fuad should be expected to kick him off the show. It's Fuad.
I watched the rest of this guy's video, though. I liked everything else he said except this. This is the one part I disagreed with. Everything else I was fine. I disagree with that pretty strongly. I don't think it's cancel culture for assault. Like, I think it's different when it's like actions versus, words. If he said something that's a little controversial, I'd be like, oh yeah, like, let's not cancel this guy. If you assault somebody, dude, they're talking about a crime. It's different. I don't know. Like, if I had a friend that did assault and there was no good justification for it, I'd probably drop that friend. I haven't had friends that do that, It's a little silly. I mean, again, we don't know if there's any more context that could possibly save him, but based on everything we've seen and a bunch of witnesses and Jeff being like, yo, release the footage, it seems like this is open shut. All right, it is 2 days later. A quick update on the human thumb from Spy Kids. He has not issued any official response, but he has reposted a metric fuck ton of stories on his Instagram from other, I guess, his friends and fitness guys that are just equally as pieces of shit for thinking this assault was justified. So him reposting the stories kind of shows where his headspace is in because he's reposting it and it's sentiments of other people. So it's what he's thinking right now. So let's take a gander of this screen recording I took yesterday. It's mostly, you can see from this is his account, and he goes in. It's mostly people saying, I'm with Big Mike. I stand with Big Mike. I have no information about this except a lot of information that proves that he's in the wrong here, but I stand with him. He's selling merch now too. Really bad timing to be selling merch, but okay, let's ship it. And then we got some videos he reposted too.
So you guys, there's a video online going around of some monster ass fool pushing some keyboard warrior princess little punk bitch by his neck because he saw him in person. I guess the guy heckles the big guy online or something.
I guess he heckles him or something. I have no information. I guess he heckles him. Deserved, I guess. I love the caption of that too. So another guy's reposting that video and saying, I totally agree. I stand with Big Mike for sure. Nowadays, everyone thinks he can talk shit and nothing will happen. No, you talk shit, you'll see the consequences. Mike's reposting this. This is how Mike thinks about it too. You talk shit, you'll see the consequences. Talking shit is literally saying, yo, I think science and lifting's pretty cool, by the way. And, I listen to people that are bigger than me too, but I think science and lifting's kind of cool. No, you talk shit, you get throat punch. You get throat punched twice.
I don't know. No, he created a reasonable doubt. He makes you sound like a stupid science bitch.
Yeah, that's good.
Here's another video he reposts.
Yo, I don't know who needs to hear this morning, but this is a quick little PSA to y'all. Don't go to an enemy's hood and expect not to get banged on, because you will get stole on.
An enemy's hood? What do you mean an enemy's hood? It was a gym. It was a public gym that a lot of bodybuilders go to. It's called Pure Muscle and Fitness. A lot of bodybuilders go there. It's not a hood, dude. This isn't gang warfare. It's not, you're not stepping on somebody's territory. It's a public gym, and I don't even think he said anything to him. All right, and then we get to the post where he's just posting a lot of people saying, like, back in my day, we hit each other if you said something. Everyone's a bunch of prissies here. Back in my day, if you say something, you get hit. Talk shit, get hit. The shit talk here was saying, hey, I disagree with you about lifting. A little bit. That was the shit talk, but let's see those. I love these. Men are no longer men. My dad would have pushed me in the throat harder than Big Mike did for 1, calling the cops, and 2, going to the hospital. This situation, Big Mike's right, because my dad would have beat the shit out of me. If I went to the hospital, he would have hit me in the throat again. And I'd be like, Dad, I gotta go to the hospital. And then he'd do it again. And I say, Dad, I can't breathe anymore. I really gotta go to the hospital. And then he'd do it again. Again, no, I don't think Mike should have pushed him. No, I don't think Mike should have pushed him. I think my dad would have beat the shit out of me for much less, but I don't think he should have pushed him. Pushed him in the first. It's not even a push, dude. It was a strike. That's a strike. I don't think you should have pushed him. But Jeff Nippard, put your hand down your pants and check to see if you have a set of balls. Okay. One day, y'all will learn some of us old heads grew up in a different era where if you talk shit, you have to stand on that when you run into the person. I understand the new generation is a sticks and stones one where you can say what you want. Some people don't subscribe to that. With that said, I think Big Mike actions were justified. Watch your mouth. Again, he reposts this. I think his actions were justified. He puts this on his story. He thinks his actions were justified. So obviously the guy feels no remorse. Cancel culture. Oh God, cancel culture. It's going too far. Nah, dude, fuck you. Nah, go fuck yourself. You assault a man and then you have no remorse for it. You say you think it's justified. You give no apology or no justification other than what we're led to believe, which is that it's really just a reaction to the one video he said, responding to you. If anything, you were meaner. You related them to crypto scammers. All right, that's the update. With that, we'll shut that one. That was YouTube drama segment. And this is my announcement that I will start my own fitness channel and jump into the ring. I'm jumping into the ring right now. It's a YouTube channel. It's fitness based on just my experience and only my experience. I don't look at any science. I don't listen to anybody bigger than me. It's fitness based on just me and what I think feels good. I don't look at any videos. We're not even doing it in a gym. I'm just doing it in my room. I'm just doing it on the floor in my room. I'm doing it right here. And then I'm never going to post. Never going to post a single video. Ever.
Oh Gunner, please stream, please Gunner go live. Gunner go live. Oh Gunner, please stream, please Gunner go live.